Today's topic is about what sports teaches you on project management. Uh, it is a very generic topic. Everyone can contribute. I'm putting my experiences on that and kind of relating project management and sports. Uh, for people who are just joined, okay, you can check out my profile. My name is Ashish Sadekar. For people who do not know me, and I love this subject of project management, and that's how whatever I do on a daily basis is about project management. So you can just check my profile while some others are also joining in. Thanks everyone for joining in. A warm welcome to all of you. Normally, we do not keep the webinars in the afternoon, but we wanted to experiment with people who can actually participate in our afternoon, and I can see a good amount of people joining in. So that's good news for us. I think this slot also works for some people. Right. Now, without taking more time, let me go to the main part of our sports and project management, what they teach about project management. So I'm going to talk about a little about the introduction, okay, about project management and the rules of the game, okay. Like every game, project management also has some rules, and if you play by the rules, you win the game, you successfully deliver. And I'm going to compare some real life situations of game and project management and answer the question, who is the real project manager? I intend to complete the webinar in 40 to 45 minutes, uh, of course, and have some 15 minutes for question and answer at the end if anyone has that. So that's what is the agenda for this webinar. So I'm going to move ahead. If anyone, I'm repeating, if anyone has any question, just put it in the question panel or have a chat. You can send it privately to me or open it for discussion as well. You can raise your hand. There is an icon here to ask any question or put a question in the panel, in the question pin. Okay, great. So I'm going to now start with the agenda. Uh, yes, I believe perfectly into this. You win the game in the practice rather than in the match. Uh, why I am saying this? Because okay, I am a sports person, and I actually play a lot of sports, or used to play a lot of sports rather, and participate in a lot of sports. And today, whatever I am experiences are applying in my real world projects or in real world business is a lot about what sports have taught me. Um, and I was actually discussing with my daughter, and she said that okay, the real important thing is how you perform on the day of the exam, not before that. But I was insistent that if you actually do it well in your earlier practice exams, okay, the mental preparation, how you go about it, what is the strategy about approaching the exam, I think you will definitely do well in the exam. And I can tell you that before the exam, how you're going to do in the exam by looking or observing you in the practice sessions as well. Okay, so that is something which is definitely one of the things uh, that no is going to work for. I completely believe in that. Practice makes the man perfect. um, Similarly in project management, uh, if you do the things well in the initial cycles, okay, you are going to have a higher chances of delivering it successfully. Preparation
is a essential ingredient of project management. In fact, I'm writing another blog and I was researching on project management, and the word profane project, okay, Latin word, it means, which is adapted into English, is before an action, is the meaning of the word project, before an action, which is in other words preparation. So if you actually prepare, okay, plan it well, I think half of the battle is done. Okay, so let me start with that about preparation. Okay, a little bit about ProThoughts, about whoever has joined just now or who do not know ProThoughts. ProThoughts is a one-stop shop of project management. We provide solutions only focused in project management space. We have, okay, in this more than 3,000 customers. Economic Times have also selected us as top 50 companies to watch out for in a startup space, right? So we currently do trainings, certifications, online, offline, as well as we deal with project management software, we deal with advisory and consulting services. Winning projects, succeed with your projects is our motto. Before I talk about the sports, the about PMI, which offers this project management certification, uh, it is going to complete 50 years in the next year, and is one of the most popular institution which provide the most popular certification called PMP. Right. So let me just start this. The game here. The rules of the game. Uh, any project, a good project manager first puts the ground rules, uh, and and that is an essential part of starting a project. Okay, and in a game also, you all must have participated in games and played sports. Okay, first is you play to win, not to participate. So your objective is to win the game or deliver the project successfully, isn't it? Okay. um, in a lot of sports, okay, unless like in a team sport, unless there is a alignment of common goals, everyone is focused on the objective. I don't think, okay, there will be personal achievements like in a football. Okay, everyone wants to score a goal, but the idea is the team should win at the end. And if there is alignment of that common goal, okay, it enhances the project success. Like I said earlier, okay, having a plan, practice is a most important ingredient in winning something. Practicing, okay, is half the battle won, and then executing as per the practice plan is also more important. Sticking to the plan once you have put a lot of effort in creating the plan becomes one of the most important things. Okay, in a game you have very less time, so you actually nowadays observe a lot of, like in a cricket there is a lot of statistics, a lot of things, like you already know what is the, type of ball, okay, a bowler can, going to bowl. Okay, so there is a lot of statistics that what are his strengths of a bowler. So you do a lot of data analysis, and the opposition have a lot of data and predict, okay, how a particular bowler is going to bowl in a particular game. Okay, so with the data, it becomes very important that as an individual, how as a project manager, how you keep on improving on your mistakes. So I'm going to talk a lot about these things as we go into some examples. Okay, um, because, okay, like, any captain Virat Kohli, when he lost in England, he said that,
a team is good as a captain. Although I played brilliantly in the England series, the team let me down. So unless the team is good, okay, the project manager may not achieve his goals. So idea is to have the right team. The team is the people who will do the task or execute the plan. So you should give him enough resources, motivation to perform the task. So you should trust the team and believe in teamwork to succeed in your projects. So these are some rules of the game and very well apply to your projects as well. I have some data which I researched from the internet, and no, in this year 2018 we had, okay, World Cup, okay, which is the most popular sport in the world, okay. The most highest viewership that you get is in the football World Cup. And if you see, okay, 43% of the group goals were scored in set pieces. I hope I know that you understand what is set pieces. Set pieces is that when you get probably a free kick, okay, that's where you have a chance to score a goal. uh, so when you get a chance, okay, it's not the intuition, but how you can score, from which angle you can score, okay, how the opposition would actually put their pieces along. So there is a lot of planning which is required in a set piece goal. Okay, if you see, this was the highest in the coming years. One probable reason was because of more data and more planning. Every sport today, okay, does a lot of planning. If you take even 10 years back, okay, be it cricket, football, which are the popular sports, but I was watching kabaddi, okay, and that's a fast game compared to, say, a cricket, but that's where also a lot of planning goes in a half hour match. Okay, the more the planning, the greater chances of having a better result. Okay, this is evident from the football World Cup, and I got some statistics to show it for you. Okay, so this is one of the things which I thought that might be useful. Okay, uh, the other things. Okay, uh, in the 1990s, uh, in the 1990s, okay, in the 1990s, Australian cricket team was a talented team, and they actually dominated the cricketing scene. uh, and there was a book which was written by an Australian legend, okay, and he said most of the wins that happened, and that's where the coaches were given a lot of importance. After that Australian dominance, after 2000, coaching was given a lot of importance in cricket. Before 2000, coaching was not that important. Coach was all rolled into one, like a manager, okay. No, I don't remember any coaches before 2000 for the Indian cricket team. Okay, now somebody can. There might be a coach, but his role was not that prominent as it is talked about today. Okay, because in cricket, in the Australian things, okay, where they dominated the things, that's where, the strategy, the data, okay, was used pretty effectively, okay, to overpower the opposing team. Okay, like for example, like I had took about Shoaib Akhtar, he was one of the fastest bowler during that time. Okay, so they actually knew that how he could actually expend his energy in what spell. Okay, and so they knew that how to deal with these bowlers. Okay, when to go for attacking. Everything was more pre-planned than instinctive. Okay, in earlier cricketing, of course, every sport is instinctive that way. But now there is a lot of planning to be done, where to deal with which bowler, when to increase your run rate. Because I have seen earlier matches before 2000, like the greats Vivian Richards, more instinctive cricketers. But if you see today's cricketers are more kind of more, think from the brains, more to do with data. They have more knowledge about things, and score runs. Okay, so I got some examples here. Okay, like there was this South African cricketer called Ralph van der Merwe. Okay, he was pretty good in T20. Okay, uh, and but so they this because of the strategies he was, okay, found himself pretty exposed early on. Okay, so there are a lot of this reads that has come and floating around in the internet as well. Okay, so the data, the planning has become a lot important in sports. The coach has given a lot of importance these days, okay, which was not very evident earlier. Uh, like if you have no car racing, okay, no, uh, the in the car racing, no, if I have to deal with the car racer and the project manager, uh, so okay, so there is one question from Sagar right now. Okay, he has asked me about, okay, agile or PMP for better career. I think Sagar, I will answer your question after 2 or 3 slides in the question answer session, surely. So let me come back to the lessons from car racing. Okay, uh, the car racer, like a Schumacher, wins the race depending on his skills, and more necessary is the attitude. Uh, uh, Almost 80%, 70 to 80% of the work in a car racing circuit is already done by a test driver, okay, and the crew who assembles the car. The the it the the car racer doesn't have to know, probably, the best of the tricks. What he needs, okay, if you understand a car racing, is generally a good attitude, okay, a very positive attitude. The skills are more or less the same with every car racer. There is not enough practice for a car racer. The more the skill is required in a car racer is on the crew who assembles the car. Also the test driver like Narayan Karthikeyan also plays a very effective role when he assembles the car and rides the car. The actual driver on the circuit racing day is the man with a great attitude who wins the race. Okay. Similarly, project managers are the one who should show a very assertive attitude. Okay. Half of the things, more than the skills, is the attitude in the project manager. Okay. Like for example, the circuit is very crooked. So I had drawn the diagram. Okay. It is not a straight road and there is very crooked road. And therefore, the car driver needs to know when to increase the speed, when to decrease the speed, when to maintain the momentum. So this is what is required with the project manager as well. He can't drive at a 140 kilometers per hour his project. He needs to know when he needs to go at a slow pace, when he needs to accelerate his project. Okay, he exactly needs to know. This is the third point, which is very important. Okay, and you can verify it with a car racing expert because I had talked with one. Success in sports car racing is 90% preparation and 10% execution. It is basically the strategy that helps. If you have ever seen a picture of a car racing, okay, there is a pit at which the assembly guys actually change or check the car, and they actually the minimum time they take, it's in seconds. Okay, the better is your crew, and they actually synchronize each and every. So there are 10 guys with 10 different tasks, but they do it all parallelly. Unless they know planning and they have done 100 times before, you can't do it on the actual day. So preparation is of ultra importance. If you lose 1 second, is a losing a race. We don't realize it in the projects, but this is what matters in winning deals or winning deliveries. Okay, like I said, the teamwork and communication. When you have 10 people doing parallel tasks, communication and teamwork, trusting each other becomes a damn important thing. So yeah, uh, any questions so far from anyone? I will answer Sagar's question a little later, but any other questions from anyone? No. Yeah, so there are a lot of examples that you get from a lot of things in sports, a lot of players in sports. Okay, some people tell me the captain is the project manager. Virat Kohli becomes the project manager. You tell me who is the project manager? Anyone? I actually written it in the slide itself, but uh, okay, there is an ongoing debate, but I believe it is the coach who is the project manager. The coach, actually, if I have to, kind of relate with the typical roles in sports and in project, the coach is the project manager. Generally, the coach has the full authority. Like in football, the coach is given the full authority. He devises the plan, he decides on the resource utilization, which resource or which player should go in the football team. He actually checks the execution, okay, and takes the lesson learned in the next match and tries to achieve the results. Okay, uh, coach is the one who is on the sidelines. Like in a project, the project manager, after the initiating phase, okay, where he directs the project, okay, this needs to be done, or slightly in the planning phase. In execution and monitoring, the project manager should be in the back seat or on the sidelines, and the team should do the execution. They should have the, drive the project, do the task as planned, and achieve the results. The project manager on the sidelines, when consulted, he gives that direction, he gives the guidance to the team to achieve the results. Okay, the coach ideally lets the team take the credit, and in real life projects as well, the project manager is the one who should let the people achieve and take the credits. Okay, he is the one who should tell that, okay, the team, okay, he is the one in the background. Okay, his consistent performance will achieve his glory. Okay, of, the consistent, not only the results but the consistency in which he achieves the result also talks a lot about the coach, about his planning. Okay, so that's also very important graph about a coach or the project manager. Okay, so coach, according to me, I think, there is a lot of debate on this, but coach, according to me, kind of very well resembles the project manager. uh, so there are a lot of these games, okay, wherever the team is the one who is executing, okay, the players are the team, okay, the captain, okay, is the one, okay, is the one who is a key player, who is the main motivator, but the coach is the one who is actually devising the strategy. In like cricket, which I do not understand to the fullest, but it seems like the coach and the captain both devise the plan. Of course, in any game, you should, and in any project, you should take the team's inputs as well. to devise the plan. It can't be no, you thrust the plan which you devise. So there is the inclusion for all, but the main primary responsibility lies with the coach. Cricket, I believe the captain also plays kind of a role of a coach, and also gets into the planning process. Okay, the coach is having a less authority, which I think in a sport like cricket, but in a football, I think it very well resembles the project management to a greater degree than in a cricket. So coach is the one who suggests which are the pieces, how to align the pieces, how to connect the dots, how to divide the strategy, how to say that what is lacking in the team, and therefore what needs to be improved every game. So every practice. So if I have to put it in a project management scenario, I would say that every iteration, every sprint that is in agile, or every kind of a phase that is in your traditional projects, or every day you want to say what are the things I did it right, how I can improve on things, what how I'm achieving the milestones on every phase, what I can do better in the next, how I can do a consistent way of doing things. It's a coach who or the project manager who is kind of doing the things. Okay. According to me, it's a full-time job. A project manager, of course, is a full-time job. Okay, he's more of a strategic. Okay, he's more of a person who is more of an observer and more of a planning authority, more of an expert who guides the team. Okay, so project managers are akin to coaching, and there is a lot to do. Some people ask me whether he should be a part-time project manager, full-time project manager. He needs to do the technical work as well. According to me, the project management is a full-time effort for a decent project. Sometimes the projects are small, so people cannot afford to have project manager. But like in a game, okay, a coach will certainly enhance the success of a project delivery. Okay. Uh, any questions so far from any one of you? Uh, okay. I will open for questions in another 5 minutes. Okay. So good. Okay. So ProThoughts is into many certifications, and we have these courses which we are running. Okay, you can visit our website and get more details about different courses. Okay, so in a nutshell, if I have to summarize uh, what sports teaches us, so I think sports and project management, I don't think is different at all. Okay, project management also teaches a lot about how to deal with people. Sports actually also teaches us how to improve you as a person. I think if my example, I think because of sports is something which helps me survive on a daily basis. It has taught me a lot of things, be it a teamwork, be it a survival instinct, be it about winning a game, okay, be it about planning, be it about no never give up attitude, never. So this is sport teaches you a lot. Okay, and sports are one of the most fundamental things in a lot of people's lives, and no, I can relate a lot in projects is something which I also do on daily basis. Different kinds of projects I do, and always I see a lot of similarity between sports and projects. uh, like I said, the coach is the accountable person and the project manager is the accountable person. the team he takes the credit, but if it's a discredit, it should go to the project manager. He is the ultimate responsible or the accountable guy. The neck of the project manager is on the line for the different projects. So uh, this is about, okay, about sports. I quickly summarized with some examples on sports and project management. Uh, and these are certain things which we do on higher certifications like program management, Microsoft project, whereas PMI which is agile certification as well. Sagar did ask about agile certification, so we do that as well. We have a lot of these resources available on e-learning, and we are keep on adding that, templates, ebooks, so you can register for that. It's a free resources you can register and download for your regular use as well. Okay. We have free webinars for our trainings. You can follow us on our ProThoughts LinkedIn group. You will get good tips on your PMP exams as of now, and then on project management as well.